Okay. Hello everyone, is this streaming already? Let me check here on my monitor so I can see if everything is set up correctly. I think it is. Let me check if my microphone is working. Yes, it is. How are you doing, everyone? I hope you are all okay. I hope you're all happy, having a wonderful Sunday. I sure am, resting, recomposing myself to start next week. This next week that will begin tomorrow, or it begins today. I think the first day of the week is Sunday, isn't it? Hello everyone, Trolleyfish, hello Egg Caragoz, WB Gamer, I saw Robofake as well on chat there, the Frypan Man, Eli, hello. Good afternoon for you fellas, Lord, hello Lord. Make sure to join in on the fun through the TF2 console. You can type in connect and this IP, so you can come play with me and with everyone that's watching this stream. It will be fine. Today we are on the Miami server, so because of that, I'll have a bit of a better ping. I'm with 130 ping, as you can see. So I'll dare to play some Demonites today, some mixed Demonites. You can see we're using my Festive Islander and Festive Charging Targe, and the grenade launcher that was gifted to me by a Brazilian subscriber, I think a couple of weeks ago. It is a really nice, hot, unusual grenade launcher. And last stream, I was going to use it, but we were playing on the London server, so I was with, I think, 200 and something ping, and then Demo Man is not really playable at that ping. Now that I'm on the Miami server this week to play with you fellas on our US-based server, I think I have good enough ping to try and play some Demo Man. There is some lag, as you can see, but it's not that bad. So yeah, that's one of the problems of being from Brazil and trying to play on US servers. But that's okay, I get used to it fast. I was born in high ping, so no problem there. Hello Anthony, how are you doing? Hello Alexis. And Cartola sub, hello Cartola, I hope you are doing well. And we have there some nice fellas. The Heavy is trying to cap the points. I think it's Trolleyfish. Yeah, it is Trolleyfish. I'm already able to recognize his heavy weapons guy. He has a signature look. And let's see if I can vote here for us to go to a more interesting map. Let me see if people agree with me. I think it would be nice to play some attack and defense, some CP. Who knows, maybe Mountain Lab. Trolleyfish saying peace was never an option. What do you fellas think about Mountain Lab? I really like it as a map. I don't think it's going to change to it. Let me see if the vote passes. But I quite enjoy. It went through, nice. I quite enjoy Mountain Lab. What's your opinion on it? I think it is kind of an underrated map, you know. People often don't remember it exists most of the time. At least that's how it feels to me. But it's a great map, I like it a lot. Hello, greetings! Come play with us, we are today on our Miami server. The IP is on the stream description if you want to join, and is always on screen somewhere, let me check. It's up there, on the top of the screen, as you can see. So come play with us. You can also copy and paste it from the stream description here on YouTube. Make sure to connect, it will be nice to have you fellas here playing with us. That's one of the perks of having my own community servers, is that I can play with you on a more peaceful environment, you know. And here's Trolleyfish with his unusual talent. Trolleyfish has some sick loadouts. I really like his choice of cosmetics. But I also have my unusual talents. I'm making a collection. I already mentioned it last stream, but I'm making a collection of Twinkling Lights unusual talents. I want to have at least one unique for each class, and some multi-classes, like this one I already have. And Dripiena managed to connect, that's nice. We'll have a 3 versus 3 match here, but feel free to connect, there is still room on the server for you to join us. Ronan saying he likes my new haircut. Thank you very much, Ronan. My hair was so large, it was becoming unbearable, you know. Because here in Brazil, the weather is it's still a bit hot. We are starting autumn right now here in Brazil in the southern hemisphere, but it's still a bit hotter than I'd like. So I went to my father's house. He has a trimming machine for hair. I don't know how to say that in English, but you know, a machine that cuts hair, like barbers have. And he cut my hair for me. It was nice of him to do that. And that's a lot more comfortable, you know. If you've never had hair as short as this, I'd recommend you do, because it is very pleasant to feel the wind blowing on your ears, you know. And when you have a hair that's a bit longer, we often don't get that feel. When I went to university, I don't know if that's common where you fellas live, but here in Brazil, it is sort of like a tradition to cut all your hair, like really short, to go bald with your hair when you join university. It's kind of a rite of passage, you know. And when I went to university, we did that. We cut my hair very short, a lot shorter than this, and it felt great because of this feeling of having the wind blowing on your head, you know. It was great. It didn't look very good, but it felt great. I recommend. If you don't care about how you look, cut your hair really short, because it is really invigorating, you know. So yeah. RoboFake is coming full force here with his soldier loadout. Charlie Fish saying Mountain Lab is cool, but the Halloween version is better. Yeah, the Halloween version of Mountain Lab is a treasure, you know. To this day, I still think the Headless Horseless Horseman is the best Halloween boss. I think he's really funny. What else? RoboFake talking about FIFA loot boxes. I really never cared about football video games, you know, sports video games in general. I think the only sports video game I actually played a lot was Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 on the PS1. Other than that, I really don't care about sports games. I don't know. And Cartola is saying, teacher, do you have some plans to make another group? Because Steam group is a bit close, especially for those who don't have a personal computer. I don't know, Cartola. I think I prefer to keep things on our Steam group as our main way to interact and to send reports to you when I'm streaming and stuff like that, because it is easier to moderate a Steam group than, for instance, a Discord group, you know, or a Discord server, as the kids say. I know it is, Discord server is the proper term, but I'm used to seeing it as a group. And I don't really have the time to use Discord and to moderate and to learn how to moderate. Steam is a lot more familiar platform for me. So I think I will keep things on the Steam group, at least for a while. Thank you so much, Leo. Thank you, Leo. It's funny how the YouTube auto-moderate flagged your message because of the bad word there, but thank you very much, Leo. So yeah. What else are you saying? Mateus asking, Brazil? Yes, Mateus, I'm from Brazil. I imagine you are as well. So yeah. Hello, Salgado, how are you doing? And Ronan asking if it is hard to manage my servers. That's a great question, Ronan. Because, you know, it isn't hard. I had to learn a lot of stuff to be able to properly manage my servers. And it's funny because when I first started having servers, I did not configure them properly. Okay, we managed to get that scout, nice. And there's a spy here. Look at that, look at that. And that sniper is really missing all his shots. That's kind of funny. But when I first started my servers, I didn't configure them properly, and because of that, one of my servers got hijacked by, I think by some crypto miners, you know. The server runs on a data center, and what happens is that you have to configure remote access to it. So you can access your server from your personal computer. And if you don't configure it properly, people can hijack the server and use it for their own business, you know. And I think the server had been hijacked and was being used by a crypto miner because the CPU usage was always on 100%. That was back in 2014, 2015, I think. It's been a couple of years, and since then I've started studying more system administration, server management and stuff like that, and that helped me a lot. So it isn't hard to manage the servers, but you have to know what you're doing, or else you really will have a bad time with them. And you know, managing community is a lot easier than people may think, because when you mostly rely on player reports, I mostly manage my servers with the help of a small moderation team, and mainly with player reports. So when there are cheaters and toxic players and stuff like that, the community writes reports to me and sends them through email. And I check them later on my own time and ban people, unban people and stuff like that. And it's a bit of work, but it isn't hard, you know. It's just that you have to have some patience and to persevere with the management of the server. But anyone can learn how to do it, you know. It's just that you have to do some research and then keep working on it. It's like keeping a garden, you know. You have to know how to set up your garden, how's the proper way to plant seeds and stuff like that, and then you have to keep it clean of, how do you say it, to keep it clean of vines. I think that's the word, vines. I don't know how to say that, but you know, from dangerous plants and stuff like that can kill your flowers, you know, that sort of stuff. It really is like keeping a garden, you know, managing a server. And of course, the more servers you have, the more trouble and more work that will be. But until now, I'm managing okay. I don't feel like I'm overburdened by my servers. It is actually quite a lot of fun to configure stuff and make sure everything is working fine. It's like a puzzle, you know. I quite enjoy it. I have to block that capture there. Yeah, the scout's gonna get me. I don't think it was a good idea to escape that way, yeah. Bad idea. So yeah, it's interesting. Cartola saying, can I create a fan group for your English channel like the Brazilian? But just for those who speak English? Sure, Cartola, if you want. Cartola is talking about the fan Discord server that I have for my Brazilian channel. And it is completely managed by fans. I'm not in charge of their Discord server. If you want to do something like that for old school TF2 here, Cartola, sure, go ahead, that's completely fine. I imagine people will appreciate that, so feel free to do so. Ha! I was aiming for the sniper, but I managed to hit the scout. That's okay. That's how Demo Man works. Let me try to hit the spy, aiming for where he isn't, and it worked, you see? I was aiming for the medic and I hit the scout now, and then I killed the spy. That's actually how you play Demo Man. Well, go figure. No, I'm joking. Of course, Demo Man takes skill, but I find it quite entertaining that this sort of stuff can happen with your grenades from time to time, you know. You're aiming somewhere and you hit another person accidentally. It's quite interesting. So yeah. Zezinho talking about the unusual weapon. Yeah, Zezinho, it was gifted by a subscriber from Brazil. I really liked this weapon. Now I have an unusual rocket launcher and an unusual grenade launcher. That's quite sick. And you know, unusual weapons are quite good. You can see I stutter when I'm trying to aim. It's like I can't do two things at the same time. I'll either aim or talk. I can't do both. But it's okay. But I quite like unusual weapons. I think they are a great addition to the game. And they are a bit more rare than Australians, so I prize them, you know. It's pretty cool to be able to have two of them. And the other one I have, the rocket launcher, this one here that's on my soldier, I unboxed it myself, so it is even more special for me. But yeah, unusual weapons are great. Nice, and Cartola sub is going to create the fan Discord here for old school TF2. Now it will be great, Cartola. It will be a nice addition. Just make sure to tag me on Twitter so I can share it with my subscribers so they can join there. Just remember to, when you name the Discord server, make sure to call it fan, you know, like the Brazilian one, that's Oh Yeah Games Fan Discord, something like that. So people don't think that I'm currently managing that Discord server. But thank you, it would be nice. And Salgado saying he missed my yesterday's stream on Oh Yeah Games, but he can watch now. Yeah, I think that's a good thing of having two channels, is that when people miss the content from one channel, they can catch it on the second one. That's a great perk. I'm glad to have you here, Salgado. It is always a pleasure when you can come watch with us. Ah, they killed the demo man just when I was going to grab his head. And the scout's having a trouble here with the mini sentry. I want to get to that sniper. That's what I want to do, because he's stuck there, you see? Ah, and he managed to kill me! Come on! I wasn't expecting that at all. I thought it was going to be an easy kill, but it wasn't. Goes to show you can't really underestimate snipers, even when they are cornered. Firefly escape! Hey, Mr. Dispenser, how are you doing? Thanks for the compliment. Thank you very much. I was in dire need of a haircut. If you check last stream, you'll see that my hair was simply horrible. And now it's a bit more managed. Now it is better. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing here. As always. But thank you for passing by, Mr. Dispenser. Everyone, if you are not subscribed to Mr. Dispenser already, check out his channel. He makes some great content and I really enjoy what he does. I'm glad we have another spy here, because as you can see, he's doing all the work. I'm distracting the enemies so he can get the backstabs. We are a team here. It's teamwork. Okay, I think yeah, I managed to kill him. Okay. So yeah, I'm glad for that other spy. He's really helping me. Let me see if I can get the sniper. Because the sniper here is really just playing with me. Okay, hey, you see? The other spy is doing all the work and people are capping the point. You have to go back to defend. I can't lose sight of what I'm doing. So yeah. Leo asking if I would mind if he joined the game. Not at all, Leo. Come play with us. Ah, and I have new items. I think one of my trades, yes, that was on hold, just went through. Nice. And TF2 player wants to trade. I won't trade right now, TF2 player. You can always send me a trade request through my Steam profile. But right now I want to play, I think. If I try to trade and talk and play, I won't be able to do that. As you can see, I'm not even managing to play and talk at the same time. Imagine if I had to do a trade right now. But thank you very much. And come play with us, Leo. It will be great. So yeah. Anthony talking that the grenade launcher shoots a bit far from the real aim. Yeah, Yes, it isn't perfectly aligned, you know. I think it shoots a bit to the right, as you can see. So there's that offset. That can help you and can also be a problem, you know, if you're not really good at the moment. Now that I have this unusual weapon, I have to train more my skills with the grenade launcher. So I can play Demo Man without embarrassing myself. Come on, Spy, jump again. I find it easier. Jump, Spy, jump. I find it easier to hit when they jump, because then I can project their trajectory as an arc, and I think it makes it easier to hit them. I believe that's why scouts really shouldn't be jumping that much when they are fighting hit scan classes, you know, like other scouts and stuff like that. I've read that it's hard to speak English. I've heard that advice from an experienced scout once, that you should not jump too much as scout, you know. You should jump only to trick the enemy, you know. So you should have a purpose when you jump. Otherwise it is easier to hit you. So yeah. Hello Polar, how are you doing? I'm glad to have you here. Nice. And people are talking about the new creators.tf event. It's looking pretty good. I'm really happy with their new event. I don't know if I'll go play there, because I'm not really a man versus machine guy. But I'm happy for them, you know. They're doing a great work with that event. And I'm particularly happy because now they have servers in Brazil. So that's great for me and for my friends here on the southern hemisphere and South America in general. And there are people capping the point. We have to protect the point. I don't want to feed the pyro. Okay, there's a scout now. I didn't even see where he came from. Nico is playing very well. But I think you should check out creators.tf newest event, you know. They are doing some awesome work there. And you know, everyone was talking about Face It a couple of weeks ago, and Face It this and Face It that. I've even made some videos, but I think we should be paying more attention to creators.tf as an organization. I believe they are doing more for the game than Face It is. At least right now, you know. So yeah, check out creators.tf servers. They're great. They are excellent. Analysis saying I should be using the katana, but I like to use the Islander, you know. It's because I have this festive Islander, this set. You can see on my 3D player there on the HUD. Now you can't anymore because I'm dead. But I'll respawn and you'll be able to see it. Because I have this set of festive charging target and festive Islander, I feel like I have to use them together, you know. And I actually like how they work. It's a bit harder to play Demo Man like this nowadays. But it is also fun. When you manage to get on a good streak, it can be really, really powerful, you know, to use the Islander. So yeah. Yeah, Robofake saying that he thinks creators.tf offers a better service than Face It. I agree with that, Robofake. Nothing against Face It, you know, but I think that creators.tf is more tuned to what TF2 really is as a casual experience, you know. Look at that amazing unusual taunt. It looks great. Nice. I feel very humbled, you know, when I see people with loadouts that are better than mine. It's quite a sight to see. And TF2 player wants to trade. Okay, let's see what he wants to trade with me. I'll leave this window open here and I'll check it out soon. Okay, TF2 player. So yeah. Hello Newton. Hello Dean. How are you doing? Nice. How are you doing? Hello Putter. Putter saying that Uncletopia and creators.tf are way better than Faceit simply because they allow the use of more mods. Yeah, I agree that using mods, being able to use mods is important. For a lot of time, my servers restricted mods with the SV Pure setting. I think that they were SV Pure 2 for a lot of time. But I since then decided to switch them back to SV Pure. I think it is 0 right now. So you can use all sorts of mods here on my servers. Because it simply is, it's more fun, you know. I really don't think there's a good reason to restrict mods. Sure, you can say, and that was something that I was worried about in the past. You can say that, but if you allow all mods, people can use mods, for example, to have invisible walls and louder noises to help in the game, so that's kind of a soft cheat, you know. But I don't know, I think someone who's willing to use soft cheats will probably eventually use cheats, you know, hard cheats. And TF2 players saying the skin, thank you very much, TF2 players. Thank you. Let me accept this skin. Thank you very much, TF2 player. I agree, and I got a new... I had a lot of trades held up that are probably coming through today. So yeah, thank you, TF2 player, for the skin. I appreciate it a lot. So yeah, let's see if I can keep up. Hello, Itachi! Anthony is asking if I want to learn another language. If I could learn another language, if I, you know, would start learning another language right now, I think I'd probably start learning Japanese. Either that or Chinese. Because I already speak English, as you can see. I can read some French. I know a bit of Spanish. So I think that in Western languages, I'm well prepared, you know. I think it wouldn't be that hard to learn Italian, for example. Perhaps I'd have some trouble with German. But with some time, I think I could get it right. Japanese and Chinese, on the other hand, and these sorts of Eastern languages, Korean, for example, are way more different. I managed to get him, nice. And I think it would be interesting to learn them. So yeah, I think I'd probably learn Japanese because I enjoy watching anime from time to time, and it would be nice to be able to understand what they're saying directly, you know, without needing subtitles to know what they are talking. I think that could make me enjoy anime even more, you know. So yeah. Let me see, where is the sniper? I want to get that sniper, you know. He's back here. Found him. But he's well prepared to fight me with that bushwalker. There isn't really much I can do. If he strikes first, he will kill me every time. So yeah. Hello, Hisney, how are you? Hello, hello. Mr. Dispenser saying I should learn German. For a while I wanted to learn German, you know, Mr. Dispenser. And it seems like a very interesting language to learn. I know it is way different than English, for example, and even Portuguese, that's my native language. But I don't know, I think I would not consume much content in German. I think because of my personal preferences, I would consume more content, you know, watch videos, read stuff in Japanese. So that's why I think I'd prefer learning Japanese if I had to choose only one language. But of course, German is probably quite interesting, and I imagine there's a lot of good stuff written and spoken in German, you know, like books and videos and movies that I could watch. And even just talking to people, it would be very interesting. So yeah, German's nice. It is quite a curious language to me. Because, for example, in Portuguese we have two grammatical genders, masculine and feminine. And if I'm not mistaken, German has also a neutral gender, isn't it, right? And it would be quite interesting to learn the grammar of a language that has a neutral gender, you know. I don't know exactly how it works. And I'm gonna die here. Okay. But I think German also has different cases, isn't it? So words have to end in a different sequence depending on their function on the phrase. If the word is a subject, it has to end with a special ending. If it is an object, it has to end with another special ending. Isn't that right? Or am I confusing German with other languages? Please let me know, Mr. Dispenser. Trolleyfish saying Russian is cool as well. Yes, Russian is an interesting language to hear. I really like how Russian sounds, you know. It's quite interesting. I'm a big fan of the Stalker series of games. And I always enjoyed, you know, just playing the game, even without subtitles. Just to be able to focus on what the language sounds. Russian. It is interesting to hear. And now I'm just dying. Now I'm not even playing the game and just talking to you. So yeah. Putter talking about Metfong Zero. Metfong Zero is quite interesting. The best thing about Metfong Zero, that's a setting you can set on TF2, is that it gives you more frames per second. So you can really improve your game's performance. Uncle Leo got scared there. if you switch to Metfong Zero. For many years I played the game with Metfong Zero, but nowadays I like the sheen that regular Metfong 1 gives you. You know, I think it adds some depth to the models. So yeah. Hey, Peanut Butter! Hello, Peanut Butter! Thank you very much, I'm glad you enjoyed the channel. Thank you so much. It really makes me happy when you fellas... and I'm dead. When you fellas pop up on chat saying nice stuff like that. Thank you very much, Peanut Butter. So yeah. Mr. Dispenser is saying, if you learn German, I learn Portuguese. Now I have to learn German, you know. Challenge accepted, Mr. Dispenser. I'll install Duolingo on my cell phone and starting the German lessons, okay? Then I'll share with you my progress, so you can start learning Portuguese as well. Okay, challenge accepted, Mr. Dispenser. Let's learn German and Portuguese. So yeah. Salgado asking me if I ever heard about carpal tunnel syndrome. Yes, I have, Salgado. It is quite nasty, you know. You to avoid it, you really have to not overwork yourself on the computer. Or if you draw a lot, you have to be careful with that as well. And also, there are some exercises I believe you can do to avoid being afflicted by it. Now I got him. Nice. Let me escape. That counts a problem, you know. Let me grab this health. I should have left the health for the medic, really. But it's okay. He popped the Uber, let's push them. But as I often, Salgado, don't really do that much repetitive work on the computer, I'm not really worried about getting carpal tunnel syndrome, you know. I don't think I'll be afflicted by it. At least not that much. It is a problem for people who type a lot more than I do. Let me get away from there, because that will not end well. Or for artists that draw a lot. So yeah. Putter saying that Metfong Zero gives about 20 FPS boost. Yeah, that's true. If you have a weaker PC, or if you just want more frames per second, you know, have a higher frame rate monitor, it is a good idea to use Metfong Zero for sure. Oh yeah. Yeah, and the problem with Mad Fong Zero is that I don't like, Putter, how it makes Australians look. They look like a lot faker than they do. I really don't like it. There's another command. Let me check it out here. Let me see if I can find it. I think it is matte underline ring light. Let me see. Yeah, it is R ring light that I think has a similar effect to... It is this command here. I'll paste on chat so you can look it up later. It has a similar effect to Matte Fong Zero, but it does not messes up your Australians. So I think that one is a better match, you know, if you have Australians. So yeah. And the trading session has expired. I'm sorry, TF2 player, I forgot about it. I forgot about the trading section. But thank you very much for the skin anyway, even if that trade didn't come true. But thank you. Just for you wanting to give me a skin, I'm already thankful. Thank you very much. Itachi asking if I use Open Broadcaster software. Yes, I do. If you are looking for a streaming software, you know, or a screen recording software, Open Broadcaster, I think it is called Open Broadcaster Studio nowadays, is the best one, hands off. Because it can do everything and it is free, you know. And it is usable on both Windows and Linux. And I think even Mac has OBS nowadays. But I'm not sure about that. So yeah, it is a great software. Excellent. What else are you saying? Analysis is saying, how about putting the mods that leave new animations on your Miami side? Those animation mods, Analysis, are not server mods, they are client mods. But they should work here on my Miami server. And on all my servers, I think those animation mods work on all of them. So you should not have trouble using them if you want to. There's a spy there and I missed the medic. But at least I didn't get stabbed by the spy. So there's that. And I'm not hitting anything with these grenades. Let me see if I can angle them properly now. Okay, the dispenser is down. They popped Uber too early there. When they get here, I was going to say pooper for some reason. when they get here, the Uber will already have faded. So yeah, you really have to pay attention when you are playing Medic, not to pop Uber too early, because that can be a real problem for your team, you know. Ah, Mr. Dispenser! Mr. Dispenser came to play with us, nice. Nice. He's a great sniper, I have to watch out for him. I have to be careful. So yeah. And HoboFake saying, Professor, between Metal Gear or Hitman, which has the most interesting purpose for you? Metal Gear for sure. But mostly because of the storyline, you know. Hitman, I think, has more engaging gameplay than Metal Gear. Uncle Leo just popped out of nowhere there. You surprised me, Uncle Leo. I was scared there. You startled me. But I think that the gameplay on the Hitman series is better. But I like the story on Metal Gear Solid so much that I have to choose Metal Gear Solid, you know. I only played the 3 games on PlayStation 1 and 2 and the PSP games. So I played Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, 3, Portable Ops on the PSP, and the Peace Walker game on PSP as well. I've never played Metal Gear Solid 4 onwards, so I don't know how the story progressed from there. But at least that original Big Boss arc they had going until Peace Walker, I find quite interesting. And the games are fun as well to play, it's just that I think Hitman has a overall more engaging gameplay, you know. Because it is a more open game. Metal Gear Solid sometimes can feel a bit too linear. Not Metal Gear Solid 3, of course. Metal Gear Solid 3 on the PS2 is a very open game, despite not being open world. You can do a lot of stuff in it. But Hitman, I believe, gives you more freedom to choose how you proceed with each mission. So yeah. And Putter saying he tried the green light command, but it doesn't seem to make a difference for him. Ah, okay, so in that case it really isn't worth it. So yeah. And Putter saying that the first person animations work on any server if you preload them on an empty private server. Ah, that's good to know, Putter. So even on Faceit you could make them work if you preload them on a private server. I heard people say that already, but I wasn't really sure how they did that, so now I know. That's good to know. Nice. Hey Scrappy Boy, hello, how are you doing? If you can, come play with us. Remember fellas, there's still space on the server, so you can still join if you want. We are on the Miami server today. Come play with us. And as with all my servers, they keep running straight when I'm not streaming, so you can also grab your friends and come play here whenever you want. If you are a YouTuber as well, or you want to stream TF2, get in touch with me so we can set up some admin rights for you to use my servers on your streams as well. That's nice. Magic Analisador wants to challenge me to a duel. Okay, let's help him upgrade his duel badge. That sniper is too relaxed. I didn't manage to kill him. No! And he got me. Come on, Dripana, let me kill you for once. It's so hard to play Demon Main. But yeah, Mr. Dispenser, for example, already uses my London server on his streams. And if you are interested, you want to stream on a server you have some control about, you want to change maps and stuff like that, let me know and maybe I can set you up if you are a TF2 YouTuber or streamer. I don't know why we are insisting on coming through here. I don't think it is the best place we could be coming from. Perhaps we should try flanking and not using the teleporter, for example. So yeah. Hello Bogdy Anel. I think that's how it's called. Hello Bog. How are you doing? I'm glad to have you here. And I was too late to help that medic. Poor medic, he got stuck. Nico is saying as well on chat, poor medic, lol, yeah. He got stuck there, poor medic. So yeah. Great to have you all here, fellas. I feel like I'm really blessed, you know, for being able to host my own servers. Because there are a lot of community servers for you to play on, but having a place to call your own, you know, inside the game, really is... And okay, I managed to hit Magic Analisador somehow. But having a place to call your own on the game is quite refreshing, you know. And being able to control it. For example, on another stream, I wanted to play Powerhouse for whatever reason. I really like Powerhouse, by the way. And people did not. They wanted to play on another map. But because I wanted to play Powerhouse, I went on the admin menu and switched back to Powerhouse, and then I managed to play the map I wanted. Ah, Mr. Dispenser. So it is quite good, you know, to have your own server. Mr. Dispenser asking on chat, where are you on the map? I need to snipe you. You just did, Mr. Dispenser. You found me. Come on. Perhaps I should switch classes. I think we would benefit... Ah, now we have a heavy. I was going to say, we would benefit of having a heavy on the team. But now we do. So Okay. Because I think we're having trouble pushing because of the lack of a heavy, you know, to distract the enemy team and stuff like that. Ah, if I had my charge there. Oh, fake, come on. So yeah. And Leo asking if he heard a bird on the background. Yes, I have a budgie, a parakeet named Hobson. I've already showed him a couple of streams ago. But whenever he hears me talking, when I'm recording a video and stuff like that, he wants to talk as well and participate on the video or on the stream. So yeah, it's a parakeet, it's not a parrot. I think I would not be able to properly care for a parrot, you know. Because they are larger animals and they require a lot of attention and care. But a parakeet is small enough and simple enough for me to take care of. I didn't buy him though, I rescued him from the street. I found him lost on my building's parking lot and then I rescued him. So yeah, we got together by chance or by destiny. My parakeet Hobson and I. But he's quite cute. I like his company a lot. So yeah. Okay, now we are defending. Let's see if I can... I killed 3 people and died 10 times. Come on. I'm a lousy Demonite. I should be playing with the sticky bomb launcher. Perhaps I could do a better work with it. With the sticky spam, you know. But it's okay. And Putter is helping people who want to preload custom assets into TF2. That's great to know. Ah, you can make a script. Ah, so that's how people get to load up custom assets on servers that don't allow it. That's very interesting to know, Putter. Nice. Okay, so let's see what we can do here and help the team. Mr. Dispenser is already back there trying to snipe me. Let me escape from this Demonite so that Uber goes wasted. Let's see what I can do. Let's spam a bit there just to harass them. Where is Mr. Dispenser? I can't let him snipe me. He's there on spawn, or is it Magic Analisador? I think it is Magic Analisador. I don't think it is Mr. Dispenser, and I don't know what I achieved with this charge, really. But it's okay, no problem. Ah, we have a demo man here. On the ditch. No, Mr. Demo man, you're not pushing forward through here. And I can't even hit a grenade on a steel demo man. I have to train more, for sure. Let's do some spam there, just to disencourage them. I hit someone there. Let's do some more. And then we have this demo man. It's a demo man, yeah. It's so funny to see his little legs there. That's funny to see. I don't really like that parachute, you know. I think it's kind of a pointless item, a pointless weapon to equip. But it's really funny to see people using it. So yeah. Let's go, fellas. Let's try to defend this point. Because I think we are going to defend, not thanks to me, of course, but I think my team's got this. Ah, we have a soldier here. I should not have spammed right there, you know. I should have waited for them to appear up there and then shot them. Yeah. What else are you fellas saying? Putter talking about the script to load assets. It's probably faster, for sure, you know. And customizing TF2 through your auto-exec file is something that I think everyone should learn, because it really adds another layer of customizability, that's how you say it, to TF2, you know, using the AutoExec and the CFG files. Here, let me see if I can escape Mr. Dispenser because he's locked onto me. Let me allow that other sniper to handle him. Okay, we have a demo man here. Okay, I think I helped that heavy to kill him. He got killed afterwards, but I think my grenade helped him. And Leo asking if I'm excited for Halloween. Of course, as always. I think that especially knowing how Screen Fortress is the only guaranteed event we have yearly on TF2, it's hard not to be excited for it, you know. I always look forward to see what maps and cosmetics they will add. Froggy got me there. Clientport is a really unappreciated sword, you know, for Demo Knight. It's a great sword to use. But I'm always looking forward for what maps they will add to the game, you know. There are a lot of cool Halloween maps on the workshop. And it's always interesting when they get added. It kinda refreshes the game, you know. I think that soldier will be down here. Yeah, I knew he was going to be here. Not even there, I can kill him. Come on, Magic Analisador. Ah, come on. But yeah, Screen Fortress is interesting. I wish Valve would add more bosses, you know. For example, if I'm not mistaken, there's a map on the workshop in which there's the bread monster, you know, from the expiration date chart. And I think it would be nice to have that in game. I don't know why Valve won't add more bosses like that, especially when they are already coded on TF2 maps. But either way, it would be nice to see what they come up with this next Screen Fortress. Come on, Pyro. Let me recover here a bit. So yeah. And you know, any opportunity we have to get more cases and new cosmetics into the game, I think it is great. The candy cantlers, for example, are an item that I really enjoyed from last Christmas. I think it looks very good, and I want to see what else we'll get into the game. So yeah. Putter saying that one of the reasons TF2 has lasted so long is the amount of customizability. He's never seen anything like it in any other game. Yeah, you can really turn TF2 into something else if you want. You know, and even the existence of mods for it, like total conversion mods, like TF2 Classic, is proof of that. I think any game should have strong modding tools, you know, that really helps the game in the long term, for sure. Ah, cool, Cartola has created the Discord server, nice. Excellent, thank you very much, Cartola. And Wobbs is asking what Linux distribution I'm using. I'm currently using Ubuntu with a desktop environment called Regularly. It's actually i3 Window Manager, but it's a modified version of i3 Window Manager called Regularly. But the distribution I'm using is Ubuntu. By the way, if any Mr. Dispenser was just waiting to hit me. If you want to switch to Linux and you are struggling to choose a distribution, and you know you are a noob, you never used Linux, I'd recommend you install Pop! OS. Either that or Linux Mint. I think those distributions are great for newbies, because they're very easy to set up and start using, especially when you come from a Windows system. So yeah, but I'm using Ubuntu. That's been working fine for me over the last years. And you're having a nice match here. I'm playing like garbage, but the match is really good. I'm always very happy when you join the match with me here and come play on our server. It is always great fun, you know. Ah, Mr. Dispenser. I think I'll switch to Sniper. Just to try and snipe Mr. Dispenser, you know. Let's get into his game. Let's go. Perhaps I can out-snipe him. Let's try to do that before we finish stream. And Trolleyfish is asking Cartola Sub to put the link here on chat. I think YouTube will block the link if he put it here. But you can try, Cartola. If I see that YouTube blocked the link, Salgados Scouts, horrifying. I'll try to allow it if I see it on chat. But if otherwise, Cartola will tag me on Twitter and I'll retweet it later. If you want to join the Discord server for fans. Let me see if I can find. Where is Mr. Dispenser? Here is Salgado with his horrified scout. Yeah, it was not a good idea to switch to Sniper. Not a good idea at all, and we lost. Yeah, I wasn't able to out-snipe Mr. Dispenser. Perhaps next Sunday I'll join his stream and try to out-snipe him there. I think that will be my sweet revenge. Will be that. So yeah. Mr. Dispenser, you wanna challenge me? Yeah, I will challenge you, Mr. Dispenser. But I'll end stream right now, because we're already clocking at 1 hour of stream, and that's how long I usually stream. I think it's best to keep them short. But next week, Mr. Dispenser, you just wait for me. If I'm on my computer and I'm free while you're streaming, expect me to join your server and try to out-snipe you. That's a promise. If I'm free when you're streaming next Sunday. That will be a lot of fun. So yeah, fellas, thank you very much for passing by to chat and play. It's always nice to do that. And this week I'll try to release a commentary video. So I'll probably release highlights from this stream, as I usually do. And I'm planning to make a commentary video this week as well. It will not be something about, you know, some serious subject or even a long commentary video at all, but I think it is an interesting topic, especially considering a lot of us are still on quarantine because of the coronavirus. So watch out for that. I think it's an interesting topic and you will enjoy. So yeah. What else are you saying? GG, it was epic. Mr. Dispenser saying he will wait. and if you wait, you just wait, Mr. Dispenser. Let's see. If I'm available on my computer, I'll try to join you on your next stream. So yeah, thank you very much, fellas, everyone. I hope you have a lovely Sunday and a lovely week as well. Remember to stay safe and have a nice week. We'll talk again next Sunday, and keep an eye out for my videos this week. Again, I should release 2 stream highlights and 1 commentary video if I can get it ready. So yeah, that's it. Talk to you next time, fellas. Stay safe and bye-bye.